Amy.
And I'm Vladimir.
What are we talking about today?
In this video, we're going to speak about the lightsabers, and specifically the Savi workshop, where you can make one of the unique, just match your soul and desire.
Lightsabers are an iconic science fiction weapon. Combining a phaser, a laser gun, and a sword together. That's epic. That is literally and actually epic. Star Wars comes out in 1977. The first lightsaber toy to come out was in 1978. It was a lightsaber. It was made out of plastic. It was basically a flashlight. And so you could light it up with an inflatable sword.
Inflatable?
It was
I thought
inflatable.
it was fun. Okay.
Yeah, it was inflatable. See, there's a picture of it. Yeah, it's crazy. The next iterations were you're familiar with like the little plastic things that can expand out. By that time, and I was a little older and I could babysat, and I was like actually jealous. I played around with them. I think that's why they liked me to babysit.
Oh, it is.
How can I make these peacekeepers be like using swords but be in the future?
But it's a defensive weapon.
Right.
When he created it's not weapon for the attack. He need to create weapon that represent defense and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you can use it by bad people or good people and all this stuff.
I think it was in the 2000s when they had Star Tours, they actually then also created a way for kids to be able to build their own lightsabers. It was in plastic bins, and it was great for kids.
Christopher loved it.
Yeah.
When we took our son, and he was, how old he was? He was about
8 or 9.
We took him there, and he had fun. And the best of, beside that experience to build, he actually have an academy there. They have it, all the kids put it together, and they have it academy, and they need train how to use it. It was actually already very.
So of course I was no longer jealous of plastic swords, but that had been just such a cool experience again, but it was for children. So when they created Galaxy's Edge, we were looking for something.
Oh yes, when they opened Galaxy's Edge, they introduced a special place called Savis workshop, place where you can build your own custom lightsaber. And they introduced 4 different type lightsabers you can build. A peace injustice, then
Power and control.
Power and control, elemental nature.
Yes, elemental nature.
And
defense and protection.
So all of these different 4 main areas, but each of them can be also customized. I think they can say you can build like 300 or 400 different lightsabers by combining all different elements. So the Savi workshop, you need reserve online, and it's very easy to do. And most time I found you can have a lot of openings there. If you're going in the time when it's a lot of people there, most likely all spots will be taken.
This is a little more important than Droid Depot to make sure you make your reservation ahead of time.
The one big things you need to consider about, it's a price for this. At the time of recording it was $219. When you start checking in, they will give you 2 items. One is a pin that represents what lightsaber you selected, and second is a card representing that you are the builder. And you can sit in a waiting area. You can bring with you just another partner. After short waiting time, they will escort you inside the room where the all magic begin.
Yeah, I was actually that escort person 2 times before I ever got to make a saber myself. So I thought that I really knew what it was going to be like. But in fact, when I got in there and I started building this lightsaber myself, when that experience was my experience, the story was mine more. Before you're an observer, when you're building that lightsaber, you are in that story. And Star Wars has been a part of my life since I was 6 years old. So it hit me more than I expected it to hit me. I really didn't expect that. Got a little bit choked.
Emotional uplifting.
Yes, like, you know, all the happy endorphins started going.
And this is actually very interesting because one of the biggest things, it's not just that you build high quality lightsaber, you actually have a great experience to reliving the story, and it's what it's about, I think.
To bring you into the story.
And you feel differently.
You really do.
He's alive, he knows that.
That really is a hallmark of great storytelling. Whether you're sitting there reading a book, you're watching a movie, when you can feel like you're in that world. And so Disney has worked really hard to make Galaxy's Edge, Black Spire Outpost, as it's called in the world on Batu, a place where you are in the story.
When you're going inside the room, you will have an experience to assemble lightsaber from multiple different parts. It is not the final assemble. You can actually afterwards go back and replace it. You can combine multiple lightsabers from different parts. It's like a constructor set, which allowed you to create limitless different types of lightsabers. And if for some reason you will need to change batteries, they are very easy to do by unscrewing on the bottom part. And right here you'll notice black box that you pull out and replace this battery.
I think it's a lot easier in the second generation sabers to change batteries.
Actually it is, and second generations it's much improved by the even power of the batteries, because in the first generations the batteries was draining. Even you turn off your lightsaber, so after some time they stop working. And this one, how long time ago I bought this?
Oh wow, that
some time
one,
ago.
yeah, that one was last
and this
year.
is still original batteries. So I turn it off, turn it on, and it is still have original batteries inside, and it's working with them. So it's kind of nice about this.
On the way into Galaxy's Edge in carts and also in the relic store, you can just get,
and you just can buy them. They're very fun actually, even as in the dark. Just give it to the kids and walk around and
yeah,
have
perfect
fun.
for little kids to run around.
They're actually very nice. They're plastic, but they're very high quality.
Yeah.
And they're expanded by nesting tubes inside.
They're perfect for that age group, for that price point. If they're a little older, if they want to build their own lightsaber, the bin where you can build those swords is still there in Star Tours, and that is about $29.99, $30 basically. So you have that for your children and whoever else wants to do that. Then the next step is building your own lightsaber in Savi's workshop. And it's about $220 price point for this experience, which you're paying for the experience and for the saber itself. But then when you go into the relic workshop, where you can get the other little lightsabers and get the legacy lightsabers, which run anywhere from like 150, right, on up to like 400, and these are the lightsabers that characters in the movies have. So I really like that there's all these many different options. You know, what is special to you in this universe? What do you want to do? Also price point options, lots of different ones. So something there for everybody, basically.
When you build by yourself, it is customization. Customizations can be, of course, start with the parts that you're selecting to pre-build, but it's not stopped just there. After this, if you want it, you actually can replace the blade. It's come in 3 different sizes. By default, in a workshop, you're getting the medium, but you can have it shorter or a longer blade if you need it, and sometimes it can be interesting. Beside that, you can also change the color of your lightsaber. Maybe you bought it original one color. Kyber.
Yeah, you need to buy Kyber crystals in order to change the color.
And you can easily replace them. If you remember how you assemble, they're located inside, and you can access by disassemble the unit you have it. Okay, right here, and we'll speed up this probably. remove the part, remove middle, and right here in the middle you can pull out this crystal and replace by yourself. So it's very easy to do, and after a couple successful or unsuccessful tries, you'll probably can do this in your sleep. Maybe.
You know, the fun thing about this is that these look great on yourself. These are fun to have, but these were also built to play with.
But it is, they're actually very durable, and they're not just designed as a showcase, they're actually designed to have fun and play.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
they're
listen
very
to
durable.
the sound effects.
It is.
So it's not here, like without the tapping. You know. So.
And you know, they produce different sound based on fiber crystal. So the crystal will provide lights and change of the sound and change when you start. Just listen to this. So this is a red one. And you turn it off. Well, what about yours? Green one?
The green one. The white one, I think, actually.
Yeah. No, this, I think it's yellow. I think this one is white.
This is the one that had to have its...
No, this is yellow. And look at this. This part is actually very cool. In the end, live long and prosper.
May the force be with you.
Long and prosper.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.